Okay, let's see how this works. Audio input capture. Just check this is getting, I should have checked it sooner. Yes, it's checking from my Rode, not my Logitech. I think I stumbled on a stream where I was probably using a Logitech and the sound was awful. The Rode is actually nice and crisp. Anyway, that's my Discord. Don't need that up. So, yes, here, if I get that off, we have our walk cycle. I need to actually see, there's no chat at the moment, good to see that I'm actually functioning as a person. We don't have music though, okay. I need to find something, let's see, genre. Let's try some R&B because I feel like that right now. Is anything instrumental? This should work. I wouldn't really call it R&B, but anyway. I don't know, I think of R&B and it's like the old stuff from the 70s, 50s, whatever. Yeah, I keep finding things on my screen that I don't like. You can't see them, but like actual items have just fallen from the air. Now, so you'll see this line is supposed to be on the outside of the trousers, but not the inside, which that leg is portraying. So what I have to have is, yeah, I have to fix it. So passing, I made the alt versions, they're exactly the same right now. They do need changing before we get on to doing the in-betweens. So yes. Wait, where are we going to find it? Ah, there we go. It's one of these. It's passing. Yeah, you see that template is very vague. It's what I use to basically form this from my original reference image, which I drew, which was this. Come on, load in. You slow thing. Yeah, that's a great start to the stream, isn't it, man? Also, I can probably go with a higher bit rate, but I'm not sure if it'll let me change it on the fly. It looks like maybe I can. There we go. Up to 3,000 from 2,500 kilobits per second. Hopefully that looks a bit sharper. Hopefully it works. Are you gonna work? Yes, looks like it is. Somewhat. I don't know. I think it's working. I can only guess. Where has my mouse gone? Somewhere up there. Minimize you. So we want this kind of straight-ish leg to be straight, to have the line on it. So we're going to erase it. As that is in the front, you'll see there's no like hatching on it, which represents the rear leg. So where's my pen? The pen. I've also got my key dial down there, although you won't see it. It's what I use to zoom and stuff. Quite a useful little device. I don't think they're stupid expensive either. I bought it a while ago, so I can't really remember. I have goldfish memory anyway, let alone something that happened actually quite a while ago. Now here's another thing, you see the legs are kind of just all over the place, but we want that one to pass behind. Now it becomes quite obvious, but I'm trying to do. And I can get rid of that, I think, temporarily. Well, not get rid of it, but I mean... Find that. There we go. Starts looking cleaner. So... Things are going well on the stream, I think. Now, do I want that? Actually, I think that's how I want it. Sounds crazy, but I think I want those two lines so close together, like here, because it shows that there are two different legs. There, one in front of the other. So no change will be required there. We also need to get rid of this. I just recognised it was looking a bit weird on the other side, so naturally. Now you'll see, hopefully, if we go here, the progress with the leg is definitely beginning to make sense. I did have to redo that stripe at one point just because I was getting it wrong. Like, I was drawing it on the back leg instead of the front leg. Not that it really matters, as I could have just changed the old... I don't know. I'm making stupid noob errors. Anyway, you see, maybe it isn't the most complicated drawing in the world, but it does the job. So we've got that there. I think I might want to redraw this, and it won't, I guess it won't matter with this particular thing. I don't have to redo all my old frames, but it's like, that is actually too narrow. I have a few different pen sizes I use. It's mainly 15, 6 and 12, so between those three. The first one did seem to have like some in 7 or whatever, and I've not got pen pressure or pen curve or anything on. It's all just a static width. I just love the precision that that offers me, but it's just my personal taste. It's not something you have to do. The joys of art, no one has to do it any one way. I mean, they call me a failure at school because I got a U, but here I am still doing art. I eventually just got over that and said, right, I'm going to make art, you can't stop me. I did get better at art though, like you can see in the stuff I've drawn on the PC. If you look at my older save files, you would be able to definitely see an improvement. Whether you acknowledge it as an improvement, that's the other factor, you know. I acknowledge it as an improvement, even if I shouldn't. Hey, an improvement on total garbage is still an improvement. Yeah, why do I need to do this on an animation, of all things? Maybe if I go like so. There we go. Does that work? You know what? I don't think that's going to look too bad when I cut it. No, I'm on the wrong eraser setting. I should learn the settings. Yeah, I don't think I can have a setting to switch between those two different, not two, sorry, those few different, what you call it, types. That's actually a smoother curve than I was expecting, but it still looks a little sharp. I'm gonna have to go redo that definitely. Still got no comments, but hey, at least I have all this stuff up and ready for when me check. So when me checks it, yeah, sure. I can English. English is totally my first language. And I'm getting embarrassed about it. I can feel it on my face. I don't even know why. Why am I getting embarrassed over something so trivial? No, you've cut way into there, and I didn't want that. I know it's a vector, so there is better ways, but I don't use the better ways. Okay, so here we have a work in progress line. I want this line to stand on its own though. Maybe if I flip this around the other way. Yeah, learn to English. That should be on the list of stuff I need to do. To-do list. Learn to English. Okay. Is it saying the stream's current bitrate is 2666? So I don't think it's put that up. But I would have to stop the stream at this rate. I thought I could do it on the fly. I can't. But at the same time, I feel like I'm biding my time because I did have some difficulty getting it to stream at all before last stream. It did eventually do it and it worked quite well, but, you know. My internet is also hot trash, so, you know, it's heavily compressed. I've realised I've frozen that frame and I've got my tongue in a really dumb looking position. It's kind of funny actually. The frame on like the YouTube so it doesn't kind of recircle and use a form of bandwidth. So we have that leg going out. Hard to say, I don't know why. I don't know what I'm thinking even. You see, that's another thing. What happens when your thoughts don't even line up with one another? Wait, something's wrong here. Why are there two arms? Why is that there? So that's there, but it's not on a layer I can edit. I've got onion skins on, so it's not that. I get it now. I finally get it. I was doing the same thing as the legs and trying to be all this, that and the other with a smartness. But still, that is a bit stray. I don't know where it's come from. So what have I got visible? I've got all the glasses ones visible. If I if I hide folder 1A, where's animation folder? just hide that. That's all the animation stuff. So it's within this folder. I have that stray line hiding. I do not know where it is, but it's a stray and it needs to go because it does not sound, it doesn't seem that good. It just seemed to disappear here, which is very curious. So is it 4? I don't know. I always say, is it associated with that? I am lost. Very, very lost. Maybe if I go with a bigger brush size. So that deletes that, but it doesn't delete the... I really don't know where this is coming from. Like, it's not there outside of the animation folder. Is it on the paper? No, it's not on the paper. It's on one of my references. No, I don't think they're even in that folder, so... That one line, it has to be... I would think when I'm drawing the glasses, but... I don't know. It's not on the earlier ones. So I know the one thing is it comes along later. So we've got this. It does seem like it's either on 4, possibly 4 glasses. I'm just trying Alt in case. It's on the glasses. I don't know how that evaded me for so long, but it's on 4 glasses, which is an entirely different frame, hence why it was so difficult to delete. I'm going to save this now so I don't get that issue again. And my music has run out. It's taken me so long of just being hard at thought, and then, I don't know. Is there any more pages of this? I don't know. I don't think so. Duration. No, not duration. Genre. Yeah, audio is still fine. It's a bit hard to select. It's only showing one thing at a time. Children's, sure. This one will work. I'm confused by this, so if you're me, you end up making stupid decisions. I don't want to just delete all of it, because I feel there might be some intelligent thing I'm attempting to do, but... Oh, it just said reconnection successful, so I don't know if it was off for a while, but I was just, I don't know. Just, I said I have memory like a sieve or a fish or whatever. Oh yeah, I was saying I've become a spider. That much. One of them is still... Oh, I see. I see what's going on. Alt had found its way out of its folder. So we have contact down, passing up. Contact down, passing up. That works. But that has found its way out of a folder. That's why I was becoming a spider. Let's see what we've got now. It will not be complete, but... I was planning to do in-betweens today, you know. Things are just how they are. I was not expecting this to take long at all, but then apparently that's how it is. I've seen something else I don't like. Look how horrible and choppy that looks. I'm not sure the glasses are even working properly. Detail aside and the choppiness though, that's why we need the in-betweens. I have seen one thing there as well actually though, so it's actually a really good thing I came in to redo this, because aside from that, no, that's just too big. That's not going to help the fact that the whole process is flawed. There we go. Hopefully I got all that. Yep. That got rid of all the stuff for the most part. I do not know. This is just not working. Do I dare leave it? Or do I keep obsessing over it? You know me. Seen a bit of a lump there. Something about this particular lump bothers me. Some of them don't look too bad. I have to turn Vector Eraser off to get the result I want. We'll see. Don't really want lyrics on this because it just detracts, I think, from the stream. How long have I been going for? Alright, just checking something on here because I think I'd scrolled across, but it's all fine. Don't know how long I've been going for, but probably. I'm having some very brief disconnections, so sorry about that. It's just how it's being at the moment. I mean, I'm not going to try changing anything because there's so much chance I'll just make it worse. Thankfully that time I think it just disconnected and then instantly reconnected. What's this I see? Hold up. Hold up. You are a complete mess. Let me fix you. Kinda gets funny when I'm studying about myself though. Our vector erase is off. It actually explains quite a bit of why it was playing with me in the wrong way. Right, good guess. Yeah. This early frame I did not pay enough attention to down here. I think I might have struggled with the shoes though, so I might have just been like, well, it's done, okay? Take it. But no, 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 it's just not good enough. The issue is, before I really go on to the in-betweens, I'm going to have to make sure the basis is here, and I've just not done that. I thought I had, but I haven't. These headphones are not as comfortable as my more expensive ones. I mean, it's to be expected, they're about £25, but still. Maybe the headband just isn't quite correct on them. I think loosening that might help. Or just conversely make them even less comfortable. That is a lot better than it was. I'll try and focus on it with the more crucial elements now. Whoops. So now, vector. No. Did not like vector erase at that time. Pulled the shoes off my feet. That works. I indeed see this messing ground here. Nope. Time to play slicer dice, I think. I do not know what to say. At least I'm being honest. At least I'm being honest with myself. Ah, da 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 da. This is not good. This is what happens when someone gives me an art program. I try and use it as a video game. They say life's a game. Maybe I took it too literally. Yeah, life is still last. That was actually easy, that little bit sticking out there. But this part... I imagine this is going to be harder, and I did not want that whole thing to go. This should actually be easy, it's just a piece missing out the middle. So I just have to essentially create a bridge. That shoe isn't perfect, but it's a whole lot better than it was. Are you going to tell me now the one on the other side is just as bad? That's actually a good clean one, for the most part. I mean, there might be bits off, like this one, but still. I feel like I need to take a different approach with this, what I was trying to take. I need to trim it. There we go. That one was a whole lot better than this shoe though. Like, you look at this, there's just bits of stuff everywhere and it's not nice. I like to pride myself on clean line art, but if a line art isn't clean, then what do I have to pride myself on? Yeah, I like to use stage 2 here, is it? So erase up to intersection. I like to use that because it's very effective when you get it correct. But otherwise I have to use erase touched areas, and if that fails, turn the vector eraser off. But the vector eraser is pretty useful. The downside, you can only use it on vector layers, which I think they're heavy on your system, but yeah, when I have 128 gigabytes of RAM and an i7, I don't think I'm really going to be concerned about that. there are other things, like my high resolution canvas size you'll see at the top, perhaps? I don't know. I think I trimmed that actually. I think I trimmed that off, but it's 50,000 by 40,000. And that's probably a bigger issue. I think, I could be wrong, but I think the stream, since it did have 1 or 2 disconnects, I am actually outputting more bit rate, which is interesting. So it kind of dipped out, and then when it did dip in again, I think it's dipped in at the higher bit rate. So I did get my own way, in a way. There we go. So I am still going on the stream on here, so 35 minutes-ish. There we go. I will get some in-betweens here. It's just the first frame, I go back to it and there's so much I didn't do correctly. But I guess you could say that about most art pieces, you know. The artist can go back to them and say, well, I would have done this and this and this and this differently. But I've made so many changes to that, which I don't think I will have to make on the other ones. Yeah. So for this, I'm using both arms, and that, I think that's a new mechanism I came up with to stop myself having to redraw stuff, honestly speaking. What was I saying? Oh yes, contact. Duplicate layer. Now the solution is very interesting here, because I'm going to delete Alt. I'm just confused. Which one did I copy and which one did I keep? I think I duplicated. I think, if I'm not wrong, I duplicated Alt and then copied it. And then, sorry, I duplicated Alt and then I deleted the original Alt. Naturally, Alt, in case you hadn't worked out, means alternate. Yay. I have my comment window there, so I can see all with my all-seeing eye, otherwise known as a television, that I'm not using as a television. Yeah, that's totally how you wear glasses, by the way. Right. So... the glasses there. There is something I want to add. I mean, this is kind of messed up because I tried to draw it and then move it back into position to get a few of the details. As, what's it called? The contact layer, it had a bit of a mess up. And I had to fix. I need my signature is very small. How big is it on the other layers though, I wonder? I want it all matched up, so it's the nature of animation. So let's see, I think it's on 6 if I'm not wrong. I'll try 12. That's too big. 9876. No. That must be the very rare occasion where I did go even smaller. Because I did save a three sizes I used, but then that was the extra small, which I decided was worthy of being extra small. Gasp. How dare you? How dare you have a lump there? Oh, thank you. I lost my way, so it seems. Like, oh, I haven't lost my way, and I'm just being stupid because the glasses are a different layer. Thankfully, it means with all the alternate and stuff, so yeah, it means with the alternate stuff, it does make it a bit easier in the whole one, even if it seems more complicated. Yeah, you can just stay there if you want. If you have a second monitor, even better. I find they're highly, highly useful, because I use them all the time. I even have one of those fancy laptops with one. Very useful to have. My fancy laptop was also what I got some work on this done on, because it was very mobile and it has the touch pen interface. Nowhere near as good as my desktop though. I'm not even going to pretend. My some random guy's signature, well, abbreviated technically. I think in the corner, I don't know if it will appear, maybe only when it's made into a video or whatever, but it does have like some random guy signed whenever it's signed over. It's one of the YouTube features. So check everything's good there. You won't have realised, Tomu, but I had a disconnect. And then because of how I configured OBS, my bitrate got magically better after the disconnect. So, you know, silver lining and all that. There's only so much I can do with my bandwidth though. So limited. Right, good to get the in-betweens as well. Trying to focus on everything. So I did change the contact alt just because of this shoe, which it was hideous. I had to redo it because it was hideous. It looked like it had been drawn by someone who had done digital art for about a month and then just decided, I'm going to draw a shoe. But I remember at the time I had a real pain trying to draw that shoe, so I probably just got it done and then thought I can't be bothered with this anymore and moved on to drawing the rest of myself. Also, there's my cat ears, which I have right here. And I do have that jumper too, it's just a different one. But I do have that one somewhere. It's all grounded in reality. I can get rid of the reference image there. I don't need it. It's, I think at this point, just getting in the way. That's the cycle running. Well, I could do that and dance on the ceiling. But it's dancing on the ceiling at 8 frames per second and looks awful. Okay, so we have these. Basically, I'm just going to have to invert them for... What's it? So we have contact. The one with the hatch marks will now become the one which has the line on it, so... This line can go, perhaps. But first of all, there's something we have to do. Just to make logical sense of it all, and that is kind of finish this leg to sit on top of the other leg. Just due to how you see the character. I mean, I would say that could be enough. Let's give it a try. Wait, where did you come from even? I cut that and it created another line. Logic. That's just not smooth though. It's a bit jarring. I think I can work it though. I think if it's close enough like that, I can have a very smooth line one. And no one will notice a difference. No, we don't want that, so... Vector eraser. Can we erase you? Looks like I just have to keep digging in. There we go. Finally, kind of, sort of got the result I want. Dig in a bit more. Bit more. Now we need to erase the vector eraser. Disable the vector eraser because it's such a fine detail. It's the Sims music. Again, it's like there's that kind of jarring line, and it's understandable why it's happened. It's because I'm trying to make a join that was never there, and I'm trying to make it work on top of that. I think I need to flip this round about 180 degrees. 180? Is it 200 something? I don't know. Wait, so it's 360 degrees. Half that. Yeah, 180. 170. I'm trying to math and I can't. Probably best I don't. So, what have we learned this stream? I can't English. I can't math. I can barely art. Right, that should hopefully smoothen it out. But I can only hope. Yeah, this music sounds like I've just left my PC on the Sims character creator for ages. Yeah, and then when it stops, we've got the blue screen of death. Because I overheated the machine. Although, this machine, I don't have any problems with it overheating because, I don't know, I guess I got good parts and the cooling is good enough somehow. Even with having about, what's it, 5 drives in here? So, well, 5 storage drives and an optical drive. somehow that doesn't make enough heat to overheat it. Probably helps that my i7 ends up running as dual core, because I've seen actually it uses just more speed but on less cores, as opposed to using a lower clock speed across all of the cores, because it's a 6 core, but you know, it doesn't need all 6 cores. Maybe it's working as a quad core, I really don't know for certain. Maybe it's working as a triple core. Maybe it did exist one point in time. I think what the triple cores were, they were basically AMD quad cores or 6 cores or something like that, and they had defects. So instead of throwing the chips away, they made the most cost-effective decision, which was to repackage them as chips that would function, but just not at the full capacity of whatever a 6 core was, or an 8 core or something. And then sometimes people did unlock them, and they got like 3 CPU cores, which was interesting. So you can see now that leg is beginning to fall back. Just erase this. Maybe with the other vector eraser it will actually erase them. Check if there's any like dusty bits left. Nope. I'll have to go with this then. That worked. I think what I'm going to do, what's going to be the most time effective way, is going to be come back to these and add the kind of, what do you call it, the patterning later on, but just get the legs in there for now. Now this one should be easy. I mean, I see a very clear pathway. Pretty content with what I've got here, although it's not a perfect match-up. I need this to be smaller. This pen. There we go. Now it's done it. So then we'll go, hopefully. You are not working. on the white eraser. I'm beginning to get the hang of it now. Why I took so much effort down there though. I'm going to delete everything on top anyway, because that leg passes in front, so... It's not perfect, but I think it'll work. Especially given to how imperfect that shoe used to be. Okay. You're going to be awkward, aren't you? So is that part of the hand? Do I want the hand behind the leg? I guess I do. Just looking at the overall nature of it. Because that is the back arm, isn't it? Or is it? I think there's a back arm and a front arm. I don't think that really changes too much. But do they reverse? I think they do actually. Oh yeah, because if it didn't reverse, that arm wouldn't swing back. I think what I'm doing stands though. I think we're talking more about the leg. Apparently the arm's all there. So, yeah, very stuttery, but... I really do want to get onto in-betweens, though, in some sense. If only this wasn't digging into my ear. Just try repositioning the headphone. I can only hope that doesn't hurt as much. It feels really awkward on my head, but maybe pressing a bit less on the pain area. Oh, that's a lot better actually. Now where I've got them all, it's a lot better. As I say, it feels like it's at a really awkward angle, but it's pushing less where it shouldn't be pushing. Now here, thankfully, I made my life so much easier. So that leg being passing will return to be the other leg being passing. Yeah, just my head. My head is still struggling, even though it should be obvious. So, line goes on the leg that's basically a right angle, which also is the front leg now. Wait, did I think I erased something I needed. Ironically, I've kept some bits I didn't need down at the bottom of the leg. So I can still erase this part, but this part needs to go. And finally, we can start to see. Now this also that's where it works. That will need some refinement as well. It's not going to be so simple, but you see, it's better than it was. Then we have the up alt, which doesn't have a line on it, but I can still work and erase the line off the other one, so. Four up. Now that line needs to fall back, doesn't it? And then get erased completely. Like you see, even without the line on this leg, you can tell kind of just due to the proximity and stuff that it's the front leg. That song is very loud. It's not very long, so you know, I can't really be bothered checking over the order and stuff. Let's see if it's any smoother looking with the legs particularly. I'm not going to be looking at the arms yet on the playthrough. That's when it's saved at least. I'm saving to a really slow external hard drive, which I probably shouldn't be doing, but you know, it's at least external, so should this PC suddenly start on fire, I have my stuff. This PC case also was recently 11 years old. I just reading March 2013 assembly. Like, I remember when they were new machines. How old I am. How old I am when something that still looks like a new computer, yeah, is that old. Yeah, we were going to do that, weren't we? The save kind of threw me off what I was going to do. So let's not focus on the arms, just focus on this area. Personally, trying to focus on just the movements. I think it looks a little less choppy and like it is progressing as a walk cycle. You're kidding me, right, dear? I've made a stupid mistake here, I think. So where are the thumbs? The thumbs are going to sit at the front and they're going to be quite chunky short fingers, so... They are hands. They are really dodgy hands, but they're like chibi hands. That's my excuse. Because he is kind of in chibi style. He's like a slightly taller chibi, so I'm just going to use the excuse that his hands are chibi hands. But like chibi, more detailed chibi hands. And not just poorly drawn regular hands. Remember how many times I have to do this if my mind gets what it wants, 120 frames a second, so... Even if I give up and cut it at half, which is 60, still a lot of frames to process. So quite a job. I might have to do a bit more work on these, but as a whole, they are starting to come together. Right, so I also have that. It's a kind of measurement, don't I? That is not great. That is that is actually it's modern art. No, it's all over the place. I wonder how long I've been doing this for now. So just check on the YouTube. Go to live and then. Oh, I'm on minute 7. The door. I thought my door was left open. Apparently not. Yes, this music has gone places. I'm thinking it's barn dance time. You know, I always love a barn dance in my streams. I'm like searching videos, that's why it's not coming up. Ooh, this one might be new. I think we might have had that one already though. My barn dance danced. It's not like barn dancey, but hey, I have a tiny window like that wide. Yeah, barn dance is just one of my really weird traditions on this channel. Why I even have it, I don't know. Okay, so I'm just trying to work out where I stand with the sleeve here. So what I'd done before, I had it kind of connect. Like, you don't actually have to see it connect per se, you just have to know it's connecting. Anyway, I do go in too far there. I feel like this is just a dad dance now. Yeah, the music's still coming up correctly on the, what's it, OBS? Alright, so this is something I have to do. I've been so stupid. No, it doesn't just connect to nowhere. For some reason I decided, hey, I'm making an anime character of myself. How should my arms look? I know, I'll make them look like chicken legs. That's all it can remind me of, but it somehow works, and I don't even know how. You see, I planned this before, though. That's why I planned it before, because it makes things so much easier. So we're gonna have to use the other, like, clippity clip. Oh dear, not all hands are made equal. What's another way of putting it? All hands are equal, but some hands are more equal than others. I think I might do cheesy methods. I might do cheaty methods to get in the hand working, but I shouldn't, I know, but still. Yeah, so I want to do in-betweens, and it's so hard to get to the stage. Probably like an hour in, aren't I? Yes. Like 1 hour 10. I'll probably just check that, but still. Doesn't seem like I did, because my mind is a sieve. Now I'm also going to have to work out the front here. The good thing is the fingers do give me some leeway, so I know it doesn't kind of go up here. I know it just has to bridge this gap between like these 2 points, where it starts to go up and there. And even then, I do have some allowance for, what's it called, flexibility. I think that'll be pretty good once I've got another line in here to maybe introject the trajectory. I don't know, I just thought of the word introject. I don't even know what it means. I'm probably correct, I usually am on these things, but sometimes I'm wrong. So there we go. You see, that does just about line up. So how does the blob shape work? Yes. I think there, I think it just stick out a bit much. I'm going to give myself a flattering image because I feel like it. I'm happy with that. It was just like more than I'm comfortable with. I can look however I want in anime form, so why make myself fat? Well, true, I guess it depends on my audience, but still. The make that a bit of a rounded shape. I mean, that hand is so much better, but it loses a little bit of a character, I think. I also think if I go make that rounder in a bit, make it rounder. Thing is, sometimes you never know. Sometimes these things do actually end up looking amazing, and they shouldn't, but they do. So there we go. It's still running. Yeah, I want that still. Don't want to delete that quite yet. I feel like maybe the length is correct, but just where the stand is not. So I made that slightly longer there, but even so, I'll try and work these things out a bit as I go. So again, we got that. Well, it looks like a meme, but it looks like a meme and not an actual piece of artwork. That's the way my drawing is, I guess. It's a style choice, not a mistake. We only have happy little accidents, sometimes beyond our control. There is something to this. I am getting it somewhere. I'm having to be really pushy with what I do with the fingers and the thumb as well, but I am slowly but surely getting it to a level where I can call it my hand. So yes, is that... I think that's actually about correct. Just lining it up with my own hand. So that one's going in front, is it? Yes, and that one's going behind. You can already see there, like, that thumb is not going to have space. And that's fine. I mean, with how that hand has turned out, it looks like a cat paw. I guess it goes with my ears, but it looks like a cat paw, and yeah. Not an actual hand. Right, so where the thumb needs to kind of split off, meaning the current location is just not good enough. I think maybe if I go and curvy this, there we go. So that is far from ideal, but it's a hand. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete that. I'm going to keep the hand there for now, as it is. So in case I need to like copy bits from it, I can, but I can delete that as well later on. Oh, I have 2 viewers. That's good. Most I've had all day. Given this stream hasn't been going for that long, but still. Oh, wait. That's not good at all. So let's see. We can maybe do this. Oh wait, so we don't need that. So it doesn't really matter if it's a bit off. My gorgeous chicken arm. My gorgeous chicken leg arm. This is taking longer than it should, honestly. Just to sort out such a minor thing, such as the arm and the hand. It was not this difficult with the legs. But like the shape, at least it's starting to take shape. It's just these things can take time. So I don't know about the contact. Was that easier, or did I just miss the arm out? There's contact alt. Yes, there's the 4, like, what's it called? Contact down, passing an up, and then there's alternate versions, which are basically the back and front legs and arms switch. So we've had that one. I didn't do that. Interesting. I just moved on to the second one. But that was more difficult. The first one should be a breeze, actually. Because honestly, all I have to do is just change this line. And maybe move like that one. Should be an absolute breeze. All the hands are right here. The hands are being presented, so... Nope. That should be a vector eraser, so it should nibble away as exactly as I want, but I'm having a hard time getting it to nibble away in such a respect. Now, maybe will this work? Who knows? Probably not. Actually, maybe it will. There we go. And that did not work. So as I say, this one, that was fine. Erase that line. I do need the correct eraser for my job though. Otherwise nothing's getting erased. And then we'll naturally see this, which is I mean, I know it's very vague to connect it to that, since it's like building a house suspended by string. You never know when it's going to fall down, but it hasn't fallen down yet, so I'm going to assume it's okay. Ain't that some way to live? Wayman! I'm slowly becoming Wayman. Yeah. The man of the ways. And there we go. There we go. You've all been deleted. I should not have become Wayman. A silly has happened. A very silly has happened. That's literally what I should have done, and just leave it there, because that was perfect. But then I went and deleted a load of extra stuff I shouldn't have deleted. Thankfully, the undo button exists, so people who do dum-dums can be rescued from their own dum-dums. That works. dropped frames, 569. Oh, I remember the days of a GT 710. It was dropping frames left, right, and centre. And then some in between. That was an awful dad joke. And it's actually forming okay as I go along. It's getting better and better, and well, yeah. It looks like I'm not even on the webcam where I've got YouTube freezed, which is slightly concerning. Oh yes, and it has to drop frames and leave it at a specifically funny number of 569 to like the meme number. Yeah, some things you can't make up. Unless I did make that up. I didn't, but you know, how do you know you can trust me? Wow, I've just perfected a line I should not have bothered perfecting. Thankfully, with the arm on passing, it doesn't look like I have to do anything. Yay! So you can go forward a bit. You might say, why am I bothering with this when I could just leave it because I want it to be perfect. Everything has to be cut so perfectly. Also, when that leg was in the front, you wouldn't have seen this corner, but now it is actually very, very sharp. More so than I would be content to just show on the front layer. Front of the layer, should I say. There's things that need working on, and that's one of them. You can't rush art, the examiner says otherwise. You see, this would never get me a good grade in art school just because I wouldn't be able to finish it in time. What do they know about 8K animation? These things take time. I'm churning it out actually as quick as I possibly can, but it's still going to take me time to do it at such a detail level. Ratio. I think I can work with this. You see, then you might say, why are the other two lines even existing? But the other two lines help me get this line. I could not have got that line in the position it is without the guidance from those other two lines. Oh no, this is reminding me of that horrible shoe incident where the shoe was just not good. Bits of muck everywhere. Bits of like dusty pen stuff on the screen. I'm obsessive, but it makes me do what I do. I find it, you know, if I have to do this to get a unique type of style, then that's how it is. because slowly but surely I am developing my own style. It's just taken time to realise this is what I do. I like to make everything crisp and sharp. Hence why I'm using a jagged pen as well, because the more sharp it is, the better in my opinion. And I've got no music on. Again, I just put something on and it runs out of tracks, and then I'm like, I forgot we don't have music. Half an hour later. Might have had this one on before, but I think it's a while ago enough that, you know, I can work with it. Slowly but surely, I am getting there. So what about the stripe on there? Those two don't have stripes. I guess I just saw the arm was done, and instead of doing the arm, I went straight to doing the stripe on the leg. But it works, you know. That's just another thing that's done instead of a thing I was going to be done. I'm singing Hamster Dance apparently. I think I'm getting this. It's like the very end there is bad though, and the shoes, it overrides the overruns onto shoes. Also, there are some bits there I could clip. Speaking of the shoes, you see, it seems I'm noticing stuff though that I typically wouldn't have noticed by just redoing these frames. So it's not entirely bad there, even if it's not quite what I intended to do today. Wait, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, there was cutting that, but cutting that like cuts the whole line for some reason. Maybe because I drew it all in one go. Maybe now it can, yeah. Now because it started recognizing it as two separate lines. Try cutting like this, maybe. That worked. Again, you have to really dig into it to get the exact kind of trim I want. And I'm not doing this correctly at all. Save that. Yeah, I started doing the stripes on the legs, and what happened to my original goal? Do the arms. I made it obvious enough. Do the arms. Wait for this to save to the file. Good. So we need the up. We need the up pose, and we also need the, for reference, we need the up template. Which looks like it was designed by a toddler, because, well, I was using that much of my head to design it. But still, it's functional. It's a tool, that's what it is. And I'm using it as such. Right, so the back one here is the, like, hatched one. So that's the back one here. There also seems to be that. I don't know what that's going on there. I'll have to play around with it at the appropriate time. I think then so from what I can see here, so from what I can see here, I have to somehow connect this all up. Whoops. Don't really want the pen right at this moment. Can get rid of the up template briefly while I function it. So you'll see that one is in the background as wait a minute. I think I've done it wrong. Yeah, so that one's supposed to go into the background. No less. The struggles we have faced here will go to making the future a better place. For myself. Yeah, that looks natural. Very natural. So again on the up template, now that matches. The joys of having created the alt templates afterwards. I'm not sure I did that but for this originally, but you know, now it all makes sense. There's definitely some flow here. The difficulty there on the down came with the hand and like shifting everything back and forth, because you see here I've not got what I've got with the last frame. That one is good. That one doesn't need changing at all actually on that respect. Four up. So we've got up and one contact. One contact. 4 up. 4 up. 4 is not done there, but what is here? So this should correspond. Gasp! An overlooking. That's nasty, but it's gone now. So that was at the front, but I have to try and find the other bit, don't I? So yeah, so that belongs at the front, at least there, and then we will switch them around on the alt. So this one is at the front. Again, because of the arm position, this is so easy. Chop, chop, chop. I need a bigger brush. Chop, chop, chop. Chop. So yeah, chop again there, and then I get the eraser. Yes, I mean that's a bit sharp, so I do need to try and correct that. I mean that's functional, I guess. Pretty sure this one's been on her. There's only so much variety on the YouTube audio library. I'm pretty happy with that. Unfortunately, I won't get to do the in-betweens today. I will get to do them some other day, though. So yes, it should be quite self-explanatory where the stripes go, but just to double check. So yes, we have this leg. Thankfully, this is like the easiest bit now, just to finish me off. So, you know, so I'm not completely traumatized by all the effort. Need a bit more sharp curve actually there. There, you are now erased. I think I need to make that a more gradual slope as you get down, but how will I do that? Maybe about here? That should work and I can trim it correctly, but that's too big an eraser. Yay. It's almost done. Well, almost ready for the in-betweens. There we go. So, with that being done, it's still going to be 8 frames per second, remember, but we can watch this back. Or, better idea still, actually assign the glasser frames correctly, because there's nothing particularly wrong with the glasses, they just need assigning properly. Nothing to really improve there. Wait to your file, come on. I'm kind of too obsessed about saving, but I'm not enough at the same time. If I actually saved to my SSD, this wouldn't be a problem. Maybe I'll have to do that in future. It's just the save times have never bothered me when I'm just working on a piece by myself, but you really notice in a stream how long it takes. And again, naturally, after the stream, I'll take what's on this 160GB hard drive, external, and then I'll copy that to all my internal drives, so I have so many backups. Because I like to have my stuff backed up. Like, mistakes were made in my past lives, and, you know, they resulted in work being lost. Let's hope for that not to happen again with my new wig. So we'll go assign, sell to frame. I'm not sure you can see this all. Ah, yeah, you can by the looks of it. So we're going to select contact glasses because it resorts to the first one. We are going to select down glasses, and then we'll go passing glasses, and up glasses. Now we want to connect up glasses, it just went on cancel. Okay, now let's play it, or let's close, well, not close it down, but just ensmallen it and then play it. There we go. It seems like it's working. Things are a bit juddery, but as I make the frame rate higher, things will look better. And that's where the in-betweens are for, what I intended to do, but there's just so much wrong with this. Also, I'm seeing one of the headphone cups looks too big. It just looks unnecessarily bigger. I'll have to try and amend that. But anyway, I'm going to call this the end of the stream, so I'll leave it here and say goodbye until another day.